Hello, my name is Marcello. Welcome to the Source AV Design Group's YouTube channel. Today we will discuss Meze Audio's newest open back headphones, Poet. We will discuss their build quality, design, and sound quality paired with several headphone amplifiers and Dacs, such as the Ferrum WANDLA or HYPSOS stack, Ferrum Erzo, Chord Hugo 2, and the WA22 and McIntosh MHA200 headphone tube amplifiers. I will also make brief sound comparisons between the Meze Elite and Meze Empyrean 2 for those wondering which Meze headphones might best fit you. So let's jump right in and discuss the Poet's build quality, design, and look and feel. It's no secret that Meze Audio builds some of the world's most beautiful, well-designed headphones. The Poet is no different, using luxurious materials and superb ergonomics, with a spectacular magnesium chassis that looks like gunmetal finish with copper and black accents that are visually breathtaking. The copper-colored steel grille is gorgeous, and the headphones are comfortable. They have a soft suede leather headrest and flexible titanium alloy headband, which distribute the reasonable weight of around 350 grams exceptionally well. The soft, plush magnetic earpad system found on Meze's second-generation Lyric can be easily swapped out. The pads fit my medium-sized ears quite well. However, if you have larger ears and are bothered by your ears touching the pads, you may want to consider the Meze Elite or Empyrean 2, as those pads have larger openings. Poet uses Meze Audio's top-of-the-line driver diaphragm technology, also found in their Elite model, one of my favorite Meze headphones. However, Poet is more compact and portable than the Elite, and the Paris diaphragm weighs just 0.06 grams. The new design features the Renaro MZ6 isodynamic hybrid array driver, a synthesis of the MZ4 and MZ3SE drivers featured in the award-winning Lyric and Elite headphones. It focuses on delivering a more compact, yet high-performance design and sound quality similar to Meze's flagship Elite. The MZ6 casing has a reinforced polymer housing designed to withstand the demanding load generated by the hybrid magnet array. The diaphragm is a biaxially orientated, semi-crystalline polymer film with an extremely low weight of 0.06 grams and an expansive active area of 3,507 millimeters squared. The hybrid magnet array is symmetrically placed on either side of the diaphragm using neodymium magnets arranged into a hybrid array. The MZ6 hybrid array is capable of uniform activation across the entire diaphragm surface. The MZ6 is made by Renaro exclusively for Meze Audio. It is the result of more than 8 years of extensive R&D, making it one of the most advanced, lightweight, full-size planar magnetic drivers in the world. The Poet has extremely low THD, measuring under 0.05% throughout the entire frequency range. Its high-resolution design allows it to reproduce from 96,000 kHz on the top end down to 4 Hz on the low end. It does all this with a spectacular sensitivity of 101 dB SPL and a 55 ohm impedance. Like all of Meze's headphones, the Poet is fully serviceable, allowing every part of the headphone to be disassembled and replaced. New to Meze Audio and the Poet is the use of Dan Clark Audio's AMTS, or Acoustic Metamaterial Tuning System. This system uses a precision-crafted metal component that strategically covers select openings in the driver frame to effectively attenuate high-frequency peaks, making the listening experience less fatiguing. The headphones include a PC ABS headphone hard case, a beautiful premium 2.5 meter braided Furukawa PCU HD copper cable with dual 3.5mm mono TS jacks to 6.3mm or quarter-inch jack termination, and a PU leather cable pouch. The headphone's durable yet luxurious build quality and visual design will surely be loved by many Head-Fi listeners and music lovers for generations to come. Priced at $2,000 and available for purchase now, the Poet is one of my favorite pairs of headphones in this price range. The headphones are pure emotion when listening to music. They produce beautiful vocals, free from harshness, not sounding thin or too forward. They do this while presenting superb, full-sounding bass from the Poet switchback coils, which dig deep and punch with authority, yet still sound fast and detailed. Bass guitars from some of my favorite rock and metal bands like Tool, A Perfect Circle, and Puscifer sound magnificent with spectacular rumble and bottom. Listening to AC/DC's Thunderstruck, the kick drum hits and rumbles with authority. Listening to Yo-Yo Ma, and his cello sounds exquisite, reaching low, sounding rich and warm, while still sounding defined and lifelike. Electronic music bass lines from songs like Angel are a slamtastic good time. Meze did an exceptional job with the bass presentation of the Poet for my preferences. The spiral coils of Poet's drivers create a beautiful open-sounding mid-range that is equally lovely for stringed instruments and vocals alike. Listening to Dreams from Fleetwood Mac, Stevie's vocals sound full, well-defined, and reasonably well-balanced with the rest of the mix. The guitar strings have superb definition and timbre that sometimes do ask for your attention, but balance reasonably well with the band's vocals. The top end of the Poet has some flavorful sparkle and emphasis, allowing cymbals to sound authentic. The sizzle from the hi-hat is clearly defined, and the kick drum has great attack and snap. Snare drums have a crisp sound quality and good presence on Rumors from Fleetwood Mac. Listening to Wakanda from Wakanda Forever soundtrack, the brass instruments don't ever sound too bright or overcooked, but there is some extra emphasis up top that balances well with the bass and mid-range. Regarding timbre and tone, the Poet is not what I would consider a truly neutral set of headphones. Instead, it combines some of the warmth, emotion, and engaging signature of Meze Audio's Elite and Lyric 2, with some technical prowess and detail retrieval of the Empyrean 2. This sonic signature creates a slightly warmer than neutral instrument and vocal timbre, which I prefer for pure music enjoyment. However, the top end isn't rolled off or dark, and the mid-range sounds more neutral than the bass and treble regions. The soundstage performance is very good, with highly well-defined images and layering of instruments and vocals. Songs like Bubbles or Wandering from Yoshi Harukawa show off the medium sound stage size of the Poet, allowing sounds on the production to be easily localized as they travel left, right, above, and outside of the headphones. Comparing the Poet to the Meze Elite was fun, because I enjoy both headphones. Listening to Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms album, both headphones sound excellent. The Poet sounds a bit less focused in the upper mid-range than the Elite, and the treble sounds a touch smoother. The Elite presents Mark's vocals with more definition and focus than the Poet. On the song So Far Away From Me, the snare drum and hi-hat have slightly more emphasis from the Elite than they do from the Poet. Listening to Money for Nothing from Dire Straits, and again, the vocals from the Poet sound smoother along with the upper mid-range and treble. Undoubtedly, the Elite sounds more resolving and better defined, as you would expect from the flagship headphones. Soundstage size and separation are also more impressive when listening to the Elite, but for half the price, the Poet has many similarities in sound to the Meze Elite. When listening to Saturnine from Go-Go Penguin's Everything Is Going to Be Okay album, I immediately noticed that the bass sounds a bit tighter and more neutral when listening to the Poet when compared to the Elite. Additionally, the piano keys when struck ask for more attention on the mix when listening to the Elite, which has a more defined and crisp sound quality. In contrast, the Poet presents them a bit rounder in definition. Both headphones sound magnificent, and as is with all things in audio, it will depend on your preferences. Comparing the Poet with the Empyrean 2, listening to Snarky Puppy's We Like It Here album and the first track, Shofu Kan, the Poet sounds more intimate when comparing the soundstage to the larger, better separated stage of the Empyrean 2. The brass instruments also have more rasp and bite when listening to the Empyrean 2 compared to the smoother, less shrill sound of the brass from the Poet headphones. When listening to the Poet, the brass instruments display more warmth and sound fuller in presentation, making for a less analytical sound quality than the Empyrean 2. Timbre-wise, the Poet is closer to the Elite than the Empyrean 2. The Empyrean 2 sounds neutral analytical for instrument and vocal timbre compared to the Poet's warmer, more flavorful sound. Like the Elite, the Empyrean 2 emphasizes the upper mid-range more than the Poet. Thus, listeners who value a more forward upper mid-range will likely still prefer the Elite or Empyrean 2. However, the Poet's lower treble and upper mid-range may allow listeners who may not always listen to perfectly recorded music or are sensitive to those areas and regions a great option compared to the other two headphones in this video for a more affordable price. All three headphones are beautifully built and have unique sound signatures that will appeal to many different types of listeners. The best way to determine which you would prefer most is to visit our showroom or your next local Can Jam to hear them all for yourself. I still prefer the Elite over the other two headphones. However, the Poet isn't too far behind, which says a lot since it's $1,000 less expensive than the Empyrean 2. The Empyrean 2 may be the better fit if you primarily listen to classical, jazz, and well-recorded music. However, I would still lean towards the Meze Elite or the Poet if you primarily listen to rock, pop, metal, alternative, electronic music, or music that may not always be recorded perfectly. I would like to hear the Meze Elite and Meze Empyrean 2 with an AMTS system like the Poet. I think AMTS and Meze Audio's hybrid array dual-driven voice coil system are a fantastic match audibly. Thanks to the team at Meze Audio for sending us the Poet headphones to check out. You have another fantastic pair of headphones in your lineup, and I will be very sad when I have to send them back. For more information on any of the products discussed in this video or to make a purchase, please visit the links in the video description. Also, TSAV has added some great new options on our website. Our brand new rewards program lets you earn points for discount coupons on future purchases. We have also expanded our financing options, so check those out and sign up for the reward program today. We have some cool videos coming this year with new product announcements, so please consider subscribing to our channel. From $150 earphones to multi-million-dollar home audio, cinema, and automation, TSAV is a hi-fi paradise for building the system of your dreams. Please tell us what you think of these three headphones in the comments. Which do you prefer most? And let us know why. Until next time, friends, remember, let the music be your guide.